Hey everyone, and this is Jeetan. So as I try to soak up a little bit deeper into MCP, I am creating a blogs and sharing a bit. Earlier I have created this blog, so let's just check a little bit on this before we go into part two. In this blog, I have created a client tab and then mule server, and you can read through it. I've created this video as well. Where is it? Yeah, video as well. And if you go through this video a bit in the end, you will see that there I hit a limit while calling an LLM, and that's the basis for part two a bit. So it made me wonder that if I have to just test an MCP tool without sending a prompt to LLM, there gotta be a testing tool, something like that too. And guess what? There is one that's MCP inspector. So I started exploring that a bit and sharing that a bit. So what I did was I uh, added this to my uh, prior repository. I added another tool, uh, which is uh, which is you can clone this repository, and if you open that in the studio, there's another tool I added for connecting with Salesforce, just getting a basic user info. And you can see that tool, the get logged in user info from Salesforce. That's what I have named the tool. And then one once I did that, what we need to do then is we need to start an MCP inspector. And the way we can do that is we in the prior blog I've created this client repository, and so you can clone that. And once you clone that, you have to follow the steps. And when you follow that, let me show you. So when I clone that, then you go into the you, you go into the MCP client, open API HTTP client folder. You open that in the your choice of ID, and in step 2 you can install model npm install inspector, model context protocol inspector, and then that should create a uh, entry here in the development dependencies. Then you move on to step 3 and add the debug uh, key in the scripts object, which is here. And once you add that, then what you can do is you can run mcp run deb, mcp npm run debugs. And when we do that, let's try that. Let's copy that, and we are going to do that. So it's going to start the inspector, the model context protocol inspector tool, and open up a browser window here. Now we need to connect to our mule MCP server. And if you see in the terminal window, it has created this session ID. Let's just copy that. And in the blog as well, I have mentioned that here in in step 4 yeah, you copy that, and then you need to uh, clone the MCP server JSON placeholder mule and start that in the studio, which I did here. So my server is started here. Now then I'm going to copy the session token displayed in the terminal log, which I showed you here, and I'm going to paste it in the inspector tool over here. And you can see that I am selecting transport type as streamable HTTP, and the URL as our mule server address localhost 8081/MCP, and I'm going to connect. When I do that, now we are connected to the MCP server. Now in step 6, we are in the resources tab, so we got to go to the tools tab, and we are going to list the tools, and these are the two tools that are in the MCP server: get users and get logged in user info. That's what is getting listed here. Now let's try to run the tool. Now for get users, it's going to call the JSON placeholder API and getting the list of the users. So see, I'm able to test the MCP tool without the MCP client, without the LLM interaction. But what you can do is, if you are running the client, then you can pass this as a prompt, this same client repo that I showed in the previous blog. And now just test this tool and see we get this. This repo, the get user, that's my user from the Salesforce org. So we are good there. And now if you are not going to have valid credentials and you're going to run the tool, then you're going to get an error. So this is part 2 on the MCP, just showcasing a bit on how to use model context protocol inspector tool to test the MCP tools that you're going to create in Mule or in some other technology. Thanks a lot. Thank you so much for listening and watching. And as I go further in MCP, hopefully I'll create more videos and share more. Thanks a lot.